doom, 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 doom. Hello, hello.
Banjo music.
Kind of. There's a little bit of music playing in the background. I don't know if anybody out there can hear it, but they've got a thing on StreamYard now that you can upload your own music.
Yeah, but now, I mean, from what I've seen, if you upload your own music, they still gonna get your ass for it.
No, it's YouTube music. It
Oh,
comes
so
from YouTube, so
it's that shitty ass music.
it's not that bad.
It ain't. I haven't checked into it.
Yeah, I mean it's real low, so I don't know if anybody can hear it or not. I don't want to put it too high to where you can't understand what we're saying.
Hello, Miss Jess. Glad to see you. Giggles. Art Wildman in the house.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
My frugal life. Hey, how's it going? We got Nate. Nate's always here.
Yeah. I was married Moon.
Even Bigfoot's in here.
Is he?
Deeper Ministry, yep.
Let me put my glasses on. Lord have mercy, there it be. I just wanted to know who ate the biggest part of the cake.
I think we know who ate the most cake.
Yeah. But I tell you what, that little boy.
Wow, that already.
What's that?
Right at the beginning of the stream. I tell you what.
Did I?
Yep.
Might be a monkey's uncle. That little boy in that video, to me, is what made that video. He kept blowing that trick candle out.
A Be Charming, Harvest Merry Moon, and I think I see. Yep, Phoenix.
Stevie Nicks. What do you say? Oh, Phoenix.
Phoenix. Stevie Nicks.
I'm fixing to say we got Stevie Nicks in the house.
Oh
yeah.
I've actually met Stevie Nicks many years ago.
Is she as nice in person as she seems to be?
She was a bit tipsy.
Okay. No.
I met her. This is backstage after everything was over.
I got you.
But she was nice.
Well,
that was the when you have a friend that works security at Civic Center, you get to go in free, and then you get backstage. What I used to do to get backstage passes, I used to bring a couple hot girls with me. I would get backstage with them, so I'd get to meet the band and all that.
Who was it that had a room under the stage? Oh, darn it!
A room under the stage? I don't know.
Yeah. Once I tell you backstage, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, I think we're getting a people rolling in here, so we'll go ahead and start our little subject.
Okay,
Well, it's kind of now. I tend to not watch too many YouTubers. There's only a few YouTubers that I watch. It's not that I dislike other YouTubers or anything like that, but I do hear mixed signals from some. And one of the things, and I don't think it was so much he was a prepper channel, and it was just a channel I came by, and because we were talking the other day about kerosene lanterns and things like that, and this guy was telling me, well, not telling me, but telling everybody, saying they have really cheap fuel for your lanterns at Walmart. And he says it's the bug insect repellent that you put in the tiki torches outside. And I'm like, no, you don't use that inside your house. I see you're that's all the chemicals to get rid of the mosquitoes, to shoo them away, and you're putting it in your house. I said that can't be good. He said, "Oh, this stuff is cheap and it burns for longer than regular kerosene," and it's stuff like that I hope people don't follow something like that. Even for, if I tell you something, go make sure, do research and make sure it's accurate and stuff, because everybody makes mistakes about stuff like that. Maybe he didn't really know that there's chemicals in it or whatever.
That's about like throwing a tire in a fire outside. That helps keep mosquitoes away.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah. But I kind of wanted to go over.
Hello, Alan.
There's a lot of talk going around that there was the 70-day thing to where there won't be any food on the shelves at 70 days and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, say that's true, and we all preppers have all this our food and our water put away. At least I hope most of us do. What happens when that food runs out? Or say you have family members that you've been trying to, I would say, convert over to being a prepper, but enlighten them. They run out of food, and they walk over your house and say, we need food. We're starving. How do you go about something like that? And
that would be hard.
Yeah. When your own family comes, and I mean, sometimes there are families that are worse than enemies, but
yeah,
I think everybody has some of those, or when you run out of food and there's no store, or the price is just way too dang high. Imagine trying to get a pound of hamburger, and it's $40 for a pound of hamburger.
Storm of truth.
You're not going to have that much money to survive on.
Well, you know, I've heard of very few creators say, when you start prepping your food, also prep for your family who does not live with you. You know, even though you sit there and you've tried to tell, because they gonna know that you're prepping, and guess who they gonna come to first?
Yeah, and that's the thing. How long do you feed that your family members to where it starts hurting your family, family that where your household?
Well, it's like this. This is the way I've sat back and I've thought about it. Depending on the person, find out what they can bring to the table.
Yeah.
Depending on how bad you dislike a person, you may have to let that person in, because he or she can do something nobody else in that group can do. You know, it's you're gonna have to make decisions in that time you never ever thought you would have to make.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's going to be hard. It'll be really hard on somebody that has a really caring heart, and they start hearing this, and then they start giving that food out, and then they're just going to come back.
No. And the next time they may not come back by themselves.
Exactly. And that's one of the things why they say to YouTubers, don't show your preps. Like I've showed, like when I go to the store, I get food, but I've never showed my preps except for like little hauls and things like that.
Well, now I heard, I'm not going to say who, but I've been talking to this lady here. If you've got the word prepper in your name anywhere, regular people going to know you prep, whether you show it or not.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just that simple. You know, and when I was trying to come up with a name, my show a while back ago, I did not want the word homesteading. I did not want the word prepper for one reason, because YouTube was coming down hard on those people.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I don't have either or in mine, and they came down hard on me, so I don't think it's all that. But say you can't go to the store, and you're starting to get low on your preps, and you want to go get food. How would you go about doing this, Jeff?
Scavenger hunt. That's the only way you can do it.
Well, what do you mean by scavenger hunt?
All right. You know for a fact, to begin with, all your grocery stores and your supermarkets, they're going to be the first ones hit.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not saying that law's gone or anything like that. This is at the stage to where everything's way expensive. And
okay,
and you don't have money to go out there and buy the food. You're basically living off your preps and hoping the country fixes itself by then.
Hello, Luke.
But that's where we're headed. Unfortunately, that it seems like.
What I've got going through my mind, I would have to tell you in backstage. I really would. I can't come straight out and give out everything I know.
Yeah, you know? This would probably be like the beginning stages of right before lawlessness would step in, to where you just break into people's places that maybe not are living there anymore, and then seeing if they have anything in there.
Wait a minute. Georgia Praise, is this your first go round of being in here? I think we got somebody new up in here.
Oh yeah, we keep getting some new folks in here now and then.
Well, Georgia Praise, welcome to the show. I hope you enjoy.
Oh, look, we got that flashlight wholesale man in here.
Oh, Lord have mercy, we do, don't we?
he sells those fancy flashlights.
He ain't sold a one yet. He's hogging it. It will be nice.
He's not going to let me up on his live tonight.
Well, he's gonna do normal. He's gonna put my ass in the back room every chance he gets.
Hey, 10. I see 10 jumped in here too.
10 in here.
Hey, Howard. Nice to see some Ohioans in here.
You see what the flashlight man said?
Reinforcements have arrived.
That's all right. I got broomsticks too. But
I mean, you live in kind of a country setting, right?
yeah, I do.
Well,
I really do.
If hopefully by stuff gets bad, hopefully I'm out in the country somewhere. And that would be my other source of getting food. But there's an issue behind that. For one family, it can take to 2 to 5 acres of land.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Storage, to hunt and stuff like that, and eventually, depending how you are, you can deplete that area really fast.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Well, see, my family, we've done talked about this and everything.
Mm-hmm.
If it comes down to it, we're all meeting at one spot. Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've got a couple of families coming here within 48 hours after the shit hits. And then we're going to leave here and we're going to go to the other place. And I mean, we got ponds out there. We've got wildlife like you wouldn't believe. And it is in the country, you know.
Yeah, that's good. And like I said, I don't think it's going to be like bam and then everything's down, and unless we have like an EMP or solar flares knock everything out or something like that. But still at that point, I don't think it would be like instant shift type situation. I think it'd be a gradual thing. The government would be, the National Guard would be out tossing out MREs and
they can kiss my ass.
Cases of water and stuff like that.
Well, you know.
But that won't last. Eventually, you won't see that anymore. And then the gangs will take over the cities, and they'll raid everything that's in the cities. And eventually, the people in the cities are going to start starving, so they'll start heading out.
Exactly. I think it was A. America who mentioned when he first started doing this, he was talking about heading to the mountains when the shit hit. Then he said the more people he got to listening to, everybody's heading toward the mountains.
Yeah.
So it would probably be safer staying in the city than it would be heading out.
Well,
I mean, it would depends. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if to me, if there's a point when you got to say it's time to go, because there's a lot of people saying, well, I won't leave my place no matter what. There's a lot of, I've watched a lot of movies where people said this.
Mm-hmm.
You have,
I've said it.
30 people outside your house with pew-pews and torches and whatnot. They want your stuff. So there's got to be a point to where you have to say, to protect your family, it's time to go.
Well, 101 has said it. You know, you got 5 or 10 people out there wanting what you got, and there's just 2 of you in the house defending it. You're not going to last long.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
But there's a point to when like 1 or 2 come by and they try to get in, and you have to defend your family. Eventually, more will start coming.
Harvest Merry Moon, I got all my shit ready to roll. Okay, I mean, I gotta go. Never mind. I'm ready. I'll put it like that. I'm ready.
Yeah.
You know, but she's right. And I don't think it's going to be all at once. No. I think it's going to come in waves, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because I think, like I said,
like what's going on now.
Like when their hurricane comes by, there are spurts of people going out there looting and stuff like that, and that's when the National Guard comes in. They give water, and they do first aid and all that stuff, hand out food and stuff until electricity's put back and all that stuff. And I think that's how it will go. It'll start off like that, and then eventually you won't see National Guard around anymore or Army.
No, because look at it like this: National Guards, they have families too, you know, and they're going to want to get their families to safety just as much as we do.
Yeah.
And it will come to a time to where the National Guard is going to say, to hell with y'all, I'm getting my family out.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the way it is.
Like I said, I've seen movies. That's what I want to do on my other channel, but every time I do, they block my video for it coming out. I want to do prepper movies and talk through them and stuff and say this is this and this is that, and this doesn't make sense, or that was phony or something like that. But
hello, Rubberneck.
Who doesn't like that?
Well, you want to talk about wait a minute. Let's talk about the food. Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, it is as low as it's going to be now compared to a year from now. If you can, go buy you a cut picking 10-pound tube of hamburger. You know, can it now.
Do it once a month. You can't.
Yeah.
And then don't touch it. Leave it set for an emergency, and then maybe 2 years down the road, then recirculate it. Do it again.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna say something where I really hope I don't get into trouble for this, but there is a company overseas. The name of that company is called Oomph. Don't ask me to spell it. But what they have done is they have taken, what do you call people who, vegans, okay, took vegan food, and they are packaging it. Well, on top of that, they've got vegan meat in there that tastes just like humans.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you the link in the backstage.
How do they know what human tastes like?
Exactly
what I want to know.
Exactly what was said. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Autumn's Backyard done a report on it today. Go check her out. It will flip you the hell out. But
I wouldn't. Nope.
No, hell no. But if you don't know what you eating, how you gonna know?
Yeah.
It's just like certain people feeding you dog.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna know it unless they tell you.
Well, they tell you. Well,
you get what I'm going at.
In the 80s and 90s, there were places in California that were passing that off as chicken.
Some of them here too.
Yeah, I mean that's where it originated from. That's why. They get a bad rap from that.
Why doesn't everything taste like chicken?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, they had.
Hello, dog mom.
A lot of reports came out that pets were missing and stuff.
Man, don't even go there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look.
Well, Demolition Man, they don't eat meat anymore, but they went down into sewers where the poor people were that didn't fit in with the government.
Yeah.
And they were eating rat burgers and stuff like that.
Yeah, rat burgers. Yeah. And he said it was good too.
Yeah.
But it's going to come down to this right here. Nobody knows exactly what they're going to do until they get put in that situation. Don't say I ain't going to do this, I ain't going to do that. You ain't been in the situation yet. You know, hell, up in Canada, I can't remember who said it, but they're grinding up bugs, making dust out of it, and we're getting it in our foods.
Well, they do make flour out of certain bugs. I think it's mealworms, I do believe.
See?
You can make flour out of it. Everybody might think gross now and everything, but I mean that'd be a long time before me to go down that road because I can go fishing and I can go hunt and all this stuff. But
true, that's true. But how many of us has already ate bugs and have not even known it?
Oh, well, I ate a bug on 101's stream the other night.
Well, you're set to the side, you know. We know you'll eat bugs anyway. But normal.
Oh, yeah. There's and I don't mean to gross people out, but there's YouTubers that will go out and buy a pack of hot dogs and they'll slice it real thin and put it under a telescope or a microscope. Yeah. And you'll see little things crawling around. That's normal. That's why you have to cook your food. It kills a lot of that stuff.
If y'all don't believe what we're saying is true, go get you some pork chop and a bottle of Coca-Cola. Set it in a plate and pour some Coca-Cola over the pork chop. And then y'all get back up with us and tell us what you see. Y'all quit eating pork chop. Yeah.
Well, I think it's ham, isn't it? That they did that with.
I think so.
It's
still pork.
I know it's pork.
But I think the one I saw was with pork chop. The one I seen it with.
Yeah, it's with pork, definitely. Well, I mean, that's why we have to cook it at a certain temperature.
Exactly. What, 160?
Yeah.
160 to kill everything. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is. I want y'all to check it out. You say what 101 said, don't you?
Yeah.
See, now, even 101 has seen it.
Well, he's probably put it on his on one of his lives. Yep, Steve told you.
101, don't show it right now. No time soon. I want to see how many people will do that. Thank you, sir.
And you know, there's certain animals out there that people gross and everything, but when you get hungry, anything tastes good. And I've been that hungry to where I've ate a can of dog food, and you think, oh, gross and everything, but when you get hungry, you'll eat.
I will say this. Y'all read the ingredients on a good can of dog food, and then y'all read the ingredients.
Don't do that because a lot of dog food has bone meal in it, and bone meal will mess up your intestines.
Oh, okay.
I found out. But yeah, I mean, Gravy Train, it looked pretty good. It wasn't though.
Well, now, what about these people who make their own dog food?
Oh, yeah.
Now, I would come closer to eating that than I would Gravy Train in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah. That's one thing. Since I have all these cats, I learned, because right now I went to Walmart and there is nothing in there for cat food. No cans, no bags, nothing. And which I think they're just their shipment behind or something. But I've come up with my own recipe and stuff. That's why I'm starting to grow sweet potatoes, because cats and dogs like sweet potatoes. I mean, you can mash them up, put them with a can of tuna or chicken, put some oats in there, and they're good to go. That's cat food. And,
well, like I said, I'd eat it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's regular food. It's that other stuff that the dog food companies put in there that can be bad for you.
Yeah.
And that's just like our food, though. I mean, the processed stuff that that they put in there, all the chemicals to preserve it and stuff like that. Yeah, that's another thing. Lentils is good.
My knowledge, I've never ate lentils.
Oh, lentil soup. Oh, that's good.
I don't even know how to cook it.
Just like you would beans. Just put ham hock in there or something.
Oh, hell no, we talking. But yeah. I have thought about canning lentils, but I'm kind of scared to can something for the first time. Scared I may mess it up.
Well, then that's dinner for the night. Well, wait a minute. If you can cut it or get it out of the jar.
Oh, yeah, smart ass tonight, huh?
For those who don't know, Jeff tried to make cowboy candy, was it?
No, it was jalapeno jam, jelly.
Yeah, and he put too much of something in there, and it turned into a hockey puck.
Yeah, well, there was another creator wanted me to use it as a ballistic gel. He wanted me to shoot it, and I threw it away before I done that. But I believe it would have stopped the damn bullet.
Probably would have bounced back.
I took a hammer and a fork and tried to beat that fork into it with a hammer, and it went in, I'm going to say maybe 3/16 of an inch. And that was me beating the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Cement jam.
Who knows? Because oops, Rubberneck here put pectin. Now,
Yeah.
for those who can and stuff, that's the thing that sets up the jelly to where it won't be juice. What else could we use instead of that? Instead of that
Orange apple peeling. Green apple.
I do know you can use lemon juice too.
Well, now I dehydrated, probably about 2 bags of green apples. Okay, the peelings.
Yeah.
And I mean, I made a powder out of it, and I still got it, just in case I can't find no pectin. That's what I would use.
Because I do believe, I'm not 100% sure, but the store bought the powder pectin that you buy for making jellies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It does have a shelf life. I do believe that it won't work after a certain amount of time.
Well, now there is a way to make jams and jellies where you don't use pectin.
Yeah, that's lemon juice on certain things.
Right.
I do know some things that you can't. It doesn't gel.
Come on, TJ, help us out this mine. But yeah, I mean, you like anything else, do your research, and then when you do your research your research. You know, just keep going over and over and over again. You can, what does I say that? Be Charming says you can use Jello also. Now that I've not heard of. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying I ain't never heard of it.
Yeah.
There may be hundreds of people out there saying, you dumbass. Yes, you can. High Rise, Triple Deuce, hello.
Yeah, I've got High Rise in here.
Well, see, did you notice I didn't say sir or ma'am because I don't know. I'm tired of getting chewed out. And there's another one. Now, I know cornstarch can thicken up gravies, but I didn't know you can use cornstarch to, like for jellies and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that again, cornstarch has a shelf life too. So
what? 6 months, maybe a year tops.
Yeah, I mean you can improve it. I mean that comes from the company that says it's 6 months.
Okay.
Now you can improve it by maybe a year, I think. But as soon as you open it, it's going to go back down to the 6 months.
Okay, let's say you take a box of cornstarch and you put it in a jar and you vacuum seal it.
I wouldn't do a jar. I mean, you can, but I would do a Mylar bag just because it's sealed from sunlight, because sunlight is bad.
That's where a can of black spray paint comes in.
Oh, don't do that.
Hello, Miss
Because when you use it again, you get all that stuff from the paint.
Yeah.
There was I seen these cases of jars at Goodwill, and I was checking them out, but they all had paintings and glue and all kinds of stuff all over them that somebody had decorated for Christmas or something to give out to people or whatnot. And I'm like, because you can use them, but that's all that chemicals.
Well, now
in your pressure cooker and stuff, and I don't know how like glue and all that stuff will react inside of a pressure cooker.
Okay, now question on this. Can't you take all the paint and the lacquer and everything off of them jars and rewash them to where there's nothing on there? If that's what you're going to do with them?
If you have the time and want to do that.
But look
I
at it
mean,
like this. We're talking about the future.
if they were free, yeah, but not if I have to pay for them and then do all the work. I'd rather just go and buy new ones.
Okay, high rise is a sir.
Okay.
I'll forget it by next stream.
Yeah.
Nut
They'll
house.
probably call you ma'am next stream.
Hey, Nut House.
Hey, Nut House.
Whoa. Wait a minute.
Must be breaking.
Nut House, I nominate Lake Ferry.
You already did yours.
Yeah, damn. You can't do them twice, can you?
Eventually, we're end up running out of people, and then he'll say, "Well, season 2."
Darn. Okay. Nut House, you got off. Lake Ferry, you got off lucky.
Yeah, you'll have to wait till next season.
He ought to put a timer on that. 6 months, a year, before you can do it all over again.
Yeah, that's why I said it'll maybe a year down the road he'll put like a season 2, then
open game.
Yeah. But since we're on the canning thing and we're talking about food and stuff, I think one of the best things that we can, one of the best preps would be seeds.
You're right.
That's renewable food.
But not just any seed either. You got to look at it like this. And I can't think of the name of it, but you can go buy some seeds now that will grow. But if you save those seeds from squash, they will not regrow again.
Yeah, that's the thing about because there's a lot of things. You'll go and go to the store and they say put the seed in soil and whatnot, and it'll grow. A lot of times, even seeds that you get through the mail, you have to be careful of the companies because, like if you overseas seeds, like if you wanted to get a seed from Rome or Italy or somewhere like that, there's customs, and a lot of times they'll go through a customs where they'll scan it, and the X-ray machine the seed won't be any good. You'll plant it and nothing happens. So you have to know where them seeds are coming from, and once you grow a seed or grow a plant, I always like to grow an extra plant and just use that for seeds.
Right.
I'll let it go to seed and then take the seeds, and those seeds will be actually better than the seeds that I planted the first time because they're adapted to my area.
Now, about a couple of years back, your little brown bags that when you went to the store, they put a 10-ounce Pepsi bottle in or a Coke bottle.
Yeah.
I got one of those little bags full of okra seeds. And I thought, oh, hell yeah. Not one okra seed grew from that. Not one.
Yeah, and there was a company that was actually in China, but they said they were from the United States, and it was survival seeds or something like this, and they had like 1,000 different seeds, and it was airtight and sealed, and they would last forever. And then there are some channels that planted those seeds to see if they would come up, and none of them would come up, and they had all been through an X-ray machine or something like that, and they were just no good. So that's where you have to pay attention where you get your seeds.
What's the name of them seeds? I mean, you can get them up on Amazon or whatever. That is what they do. You can plant them, and then from your harvest, you can pull the seeds out of them and replant them again. I cannot think of the name of them.
Everybody's telling you.
They are what?
Heirlooms.
Yeah, heirloom seeds.
Yeah.
Hell, I ain't seen not one heirloom in here.
I've seen it like 3 times now when you said it the first time. But yeah.
Okay, heirloom. Now watch everybody say it.
And now those I know because I get there's certain places I get seeds to where I know I want to reproduce that seed here where I'm at. I get like at Haas Tools is a good place because they grow all their seeds and stuff there, and then they package them and everything. And they have a YouTube channel and everything. They show you how to plant stuff and all that stuff. But the reason you save those seeds, because if that's in your area, like I got the Cherokee purple tomatoes, and they're normally a more like Oklahoma, Texas area, but my first year I did pretty good, but this year the plant looks so much better, and it's the same seed, or it's from the same plant that I got last year, that I planted last year. I saved some tomatoes and cleaned them and put them away, and then this year I planted those seeds, and the plant looks so much better. The only plant I had trouble with is the new seeds that I just got, the pineapple tomato plant. Those are having issues because it's the first time that I planted them, and with the heat and everything, they had issues starting off. Now they're going good, but like when you reuse your seeds, each year they're better and better and better.
Well, now there's something I did not know with if you save seeds from, I'm gonna say some of the peppers, you've got to put them in the refrigerator for a while in order for them to go through a cold spell. I didn't know that.
It's on some. You do that before planting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that would be, I think that would be more or less planting outside, like plopping a seed in there and then letting it grow from there. But I think if you do it inside, I don't think you have to do that as much.
Chicken Noodle Girl, I hope you get to feeling better. I really do. She is on the couch feeling terrible.
Well, maybe we can keep your mind off of it. But yeah, that's why I like the group that I'm in. I don't know. It's more of a community. My brain just went.
Welcome to old age.
But yeah. Oh, Shed Wars. Duh.
Shed Wars?
Yeah, it's a community of growers, and we teach each other and teach other people how to grow things in different ways. And like last year was my first year doing raised beds and stuff, and yeah, you have to water the crap out of raised beds, and it's worse this year for me, because we get rain, but it's like sprinkle here, sprinkle there, or it's a big downpour for 3 days, and then you don't have rain for
a week or so,
2-3 weeks.
Well, see, I was thinking about doing a raised bed.
How do you forget about it? You're one of the captains.
Yeah.
By the way, that's one of the captains of Shed Wars.
I'm going to have to get up on that. Somebody send me a link to that, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
This season's already started, but you can get in on next season.
Well,
there's a draft and everything, and then we pick teams, and what we do, we grow against the other team. I'll put it that way. We grow against the other team. So we take you do 2 videos a month, teaching YouTubers how to grow something, or different ways of doing it, or different fertilizers and things like that. And
boy, have I got the fertilizer where I'm at.
then you keep track of all the vegetables and fruit and all that stuff that you grow.
Yeah.
And you turn in your weights, which I am up to. Let me see. I got it written down here.
Are you sure you want to say that?
Oh yeah, I'm up to 43 pounds already.
Well, see,
and that's made of cucumbers,
and
eggplants, and
see, that's one thing
I even counted I don't know if this since I have a captain in here, I'll ask you, because I had fried green tomatoes, so I weighed those green tomatoes. So, hopefully the green tomatoes counted. So,
well, see, I thought maybe get on there and just look and see what y'all done and everything that way.
Oh, you just go to shedwars.com.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Yeah, and I think that's the good part about it, because I don't, even though I don't comment at a lot of the videos and stuff, because I watch them on my TV.
Yeah,
I try to get away from the computer, because all the bad news and stuff. So unfortunately, I wish they would put on there to where they had like hey or hello, leaving a comment or something like that on the TV, to where pre-programmed answers, and then you could leave a comment. But unfortunately, you can just do a thumbs up on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I watch all the gardeners, and I've learned stuff from a lot of them. And I think that's in a lot of my videos. I get people hating on me because you're doing a gardening that has nothing to do with prepping. It's so important. I mean, unless your idea of prepping is going to the store and buying your produce and then canning it, which I mean, it's not bad, but
it can be done
by planting it in the ground.
I mean, but look at it like this. Okay, for example, canned green beans. You go get number 10 can of green beans, all right? How much shit has that can got in it?
Oh, yeah.
Compared to what you've grown.
Yeah, when you can it yourself, you put the green beans in there, you put salt, sometimes you put bacon in there, and then you fill it with water. You know what's in it. That's it.
Exactly. 10 can, you've got 4 or 5 rows of additives that's put in there. No,
and it's got sugar and salt, which salt you put salt in it anyway. But
y'all remember this: whatever seasoning you put in a jar, if you're canning it, it's going to intensify it.
Oh yeah.
So y'all got to be very, very. If it calls, let's say you like mint. I'm just going. That's the only thing that comes to mind.
Mint
You put
and green
4
beans.
leaves. Well,
You never know. It might taste good.
it might.
Oh,
What?
great. Jeff's going to be trying it now.
Yeah, the hell I will. I mean, I got mint all around my house. All I need to do is go out there and pluck it and dehydrate it. All right, let's use salt, for example, because I done this by accident. It called for, what was it, a half a teaspoon of salt and spaghetti sauce. I thought, hell, that ain't enough, so I put a whole damn teaspoon in there.
Oh,
I processed it and everything, and about a month later, I opened it up and had to end up throwing that shit away. All you could taste was salt, nothing else. So, you know,
put some potatoes in it. Potatoes.
homemade spaghetti sauce, potatoes.
Well, you never know, but potatoes get
Okay, I it draws the salt out. Yeah,
yeah.
I haven't. Well, hell,
It's I know it's too late now.
yeah, but I mean,
That's what I'm growing. Last year I tried that, but like I said, that's the first time I grew in grow bags, and I didn't know you have to water like crazy, and we had to, just like this year, we had that big old heat wave, the beginning. Well, it's supposed to be spring, but we never got a spring.
how do you know when to harvest potatoes?
When the plant dies.
I've got a tire. It's a 16-inch tire. Them burn plants are as tall as I am.
Yeah, wait until it dies off. When it starts going brown and whatnot, then that's usually when it's time to harvest potatoes.
Okay. Well, I put some out there in my garden, forgot about them, and mowed them down.
Yeah, last year I had my sets in there and everything, and then I was waiting for the rain, for the next day to rain, and I went to they never came up. So it just burned them up. So now I have to, I make sure I go out there, I do the finger test. I stick my finger in the soil, and if I feel moisture, I just leave it alone, because you can't overwater. So
Okay.
now if it's in the ground, the ground is different. So the ground holds more moisture than something above the ground.
Ooh, B. Charman nailed it. Doing laundry is prepping. Yeah, I'm going to agree with her 100% on that.
Yeah.
Because wasn't it Prepping 101 who done a thing on it? What, 2-3 days ago?
Well, you remember that series that we were watching?
Yeah.
About the lady would go up and sniff their underarms and stuff.
Man, no, don't even go there. I mean,
Yeah.
I have woke myself up in the middle of the night with my arm over my head and had to go put deodorant on. There's no way on God's earth I can go up to somebody else and sniff their goat.
Yeah, just like Blake just said. Oops, wrong one. If power goes out, which they are talking about power going out and stuff. So yeah, if you don't have your clothing prepped, then if you got a big old hamper full of clothes, dirty clothes, and then the power goes out, what you gonna do?
Walking around smelling.
I mean, yeah, you can wash them in the
Sink.
Shush, Blake. I know I said wash. Wash them in the tub or whatnot, but they say if power goes out, you have 2 weeks before the water goes out. That's all the gas that they have backed up at a water place is 2 weeks.
You know, I reckon they call them horse troughs now. The aluminum tubs.
Yeah.
You know, that's about 4 or 5 foot long and about 3 foot high. That's what I want to do my laundry in and to take my bath in.
Yeah.
You know, because hey, if everything else fails, the clothes I got on while I'm taking the bath, you know, I can wash them too.
Yeah.
Now, wildlife, you know, I kind of agree. Out here on our coast, the poodles are scared to go out at sunset. The mosquitoes will stump break the poodles. I mean, they sound like they've burned helicopters coming in at you. And forget a tennis racket of hitting them. They'll go slap through that.
Well, I think it's about that time, isn't it? We went over a little bit, but
what, 2 minutes? Oh,
yeah.
Geez, excuse me.
I'm not sure. I haven't heard back from the person I asked if they wanted to be on the show for tomorrow night. So if I don't have anybody tomorrow, we'll be over at Jeff's on Thursday.
It's 6 o'clock.
Thursday, Jeff?
Yeah, Thursday at 6 o'clock.
Yeah. And he has his at 6 because right after that is when Bigfoot goes live.
I'm sorry, I'm reading what Homestead Aquarius said. Stump broke poodle. That's funny.
But if you hear later, there's another YouTuber out there. Let me get his link and everything. Yeah, he's got a live here at, I think he said
Well, what live?
9:10.
9:10.
Yeah, 10 minutes after 9.
Okay. I thought that was his YouTube channel. My name.
Prepping 101 will be live at well, he says 9:10, but he always goes early.
Well, what life said the mosquitoes out there run off of 97 octane. Mosquitoes here run off of moonshine.
Yeah. Also, everybody pay attention what you're putting in your gas. I've noticed on the pumps here, they have a little sign somewhere on there that they are putting in. Oh crap! What is that stuff they make from the corn?
Liquor.
The gasoline.
Oh, dang.
Well, I can't remember the name of it now, but dang, that's gonna bug me now. Yeah, there you go. Be charming guy. Ethanol. They're saying that the gasoline now has a percentage of ethanol in it.
15%.
Yeah.
And if I ain't mistaken, only the vehicles from 2005 and up can run it. Anything?
Well, yeah, they can. A lot of vehicles can't handle it.
Right.
And it does caramelize your jets and things like that. Your fuel injection and all that stuff. So you gotta watch it because they're sneaking that stuff in now.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to kill the gasoline engine. I've got a truck that's got old school 350 motor in it. Okay. It ain't the 5.7 or nothing like that. It's 350.
Yeah. And I hate that they did that. They put all these numbers for different motors now. Because you go to auto parts now and you say, well, I need this for the car. And what kind of motor? It's a 4-cylinder. Well, which 4-cylinder is it? It has 4 cylinders. It's the XZW or
it's between 3 and 5. Yeah, I got into a argument. My wife took the keys away from me. He quoted a whole damn set of spark plugs, 8 of them, for $90-some damn dollars. And I asked him, what did he do? Shit them out of a Jolly Green Giant? He said, no, they went up. And we got into a discussion, and I called the people across the road, and they was like $2 or something a piece. And I mean, look.
They make some that it's supposed to be a lifetime. You don't have to change them.
Lifetime my ass. But I may be old. I may be getting senile, but I do know how to work on a motor. And so don't try to pass me off as a damn dumb ass that don't know what I'm talking about. I'll show you up every damn time.
Well, you get these new ones now. You need a dang computer.
If it wasn't for that computer, they wouldn't have a damn job to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry.
I like them old where you can actually get in there. Now you got to squeeze your hands up like this to get in there to hold on to a screw or a nut or something. Man.
Not my damn pickup truck. Hell, I can jump in there and
that's what I said. I like those old vehicles where you can get in there and sit down and hang your legs over the side and work on it. You can't do that with new cars now.
Well, now that's the only vehicle I got. Okay, the other one is a 2000, and the other one is a 2001. There's no way in hell I could put my fat ass up underneath that hood and sit in there. But
yeah, you like changing the fan belts now. I mean, my SUV, it was like went all over the place, over different ends, and I'm like, how am I going to remember how to put that thing back on? And because I had to change the alternator, and because when you had to use a breaker to break the.
Now tell the people what a breaker is.
Well, you have a pulley that pushes against the belt to make it tight, and then you have to use a wrench or something to pull back that pulley, and it loosens the belt. So
I had to
actually get a YouTube video so I could look at it and see where that belt went, because I mean the belt is like 6 feet long.
I had a 36-inch pull bar that I had to do that with, and I still didn't have enough muscle. And then I had to get another 2-foot breaker bar to put on the handle. And there's no way I could have pulled it back to loosen it up and take the belt off.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, really? So, all right.
Yeah. Well, if you guys are headed over to 101s, we'll probably see you later tonight. If not, we'll see you Thursday with Jeff to see what he's got in store for us.